Get ready. To start the madness. Greetings. And welcome to Madnezz Mondays with photographer Jack Madnezz. Check out Jack's work on Instagram and Facebook at Madnezz Photography. Links in the description box below. Oh, and don't forget to like and subscribe to Madnezz channel. The show starts now.
What is up, everybody? Welcome back. We are back at it again, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are doing well. Keep it going. What's up, everybody? Hello, Janice, Frodo, Renee. Andrea's here. What's up, Glenn? What the heck? What's up, Glow? Durrell's here. What's up, bro? Oh my God, good to see you guys. What's up, Carolyn? Frodo's here. What the hell? The usual suspects. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back to my show. Welcome back to it all. What's up, Renee? Renee says, take 2 weeks off to grow a full beard. Thank you, Glow. Well, thank you. I'm all right. How are you doing? I'm actually, I could be better, but you know, it is what it is. I have, like remnants of my vertigo. It seems to like not want to go away. For the last week, I've had like just like a faintness of it, if you will. And so like I can like walk around and whatever. I can go about my day and it's bearable, but it's like, frick, man, I forget what it's like to be normal. You know what I mean? Hope you guys are doing good though. Oh, I missed you guys. It's been 2 weeks. I feel like it's been longer than that. What's up, Louie? What's up, Mike? Lost in the woods. Yeah, I got some length on the beard. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, I'm able to like, if I don't like move around too much, then I'm all right. Like if I'm just laying down or whatever, like I've been doing all like 3 weekends in a row. I've just been laying down. Pretty much doing nothing. But you know what? I will count my blessings and I will, you know, at least I'm up and about. You know what I mean? Thanks. I got this hat for free. I got it from the dispensary that I go to all the time. Is there anything that can get rid of the vert? Yeah, there are like certain things that can, but you have to have a certain kind of vert for it to work. Glenn says, yeah, definitely forget what it's like that you've been normal. Definitely forget what it's like that you've been normal. Daryl says, hey, everyone, what's up? Hope you're doing all right. Glow says, let's have some fun tonight. Yeah, we're going to try to have some fun. I'm not trying to, like, do too much because like my eyeballs hurt, so let's just hang out tonight, guys. Let's have some fun. Ow, I just hit my elbow. We're gonna have some fun, hopefully. It's always fun here, I hope. Renee says, bummer dude, but glad you seem to be on the mend. Yeah, I've never had this like for so long. Like I've had the aftervert or it'll last like maybe 2-3 days, but like a whole week after seems sus. Are we part of your blessings? You are all part of mine. Aw, that's a win. Yes. Carolyn says, I've heard from a few people that vertigo has been worse these past few weeks. I wonder if the weather has anything to do with it. I don't know. My vert has been pretty routine. Where it's like you get sick for a few days, week max, and then you get over it, and then I don't get it for a while. Glenn says, good to know you're at least feeling up to sitting down. Yeah, I can go about my day. I went to work last week. So, I mean, that's where I'm at. If I don't think about it, then I'm better, right? If I don't think about it, if I'm just resting, then it's fine. Put some sunglasses on if you need to. My sunglasses are in another castle. I'll be all right, guys. We'll get through this. I hope you guys have been all right. Louis says, have you been eating well? I've realized that the cause of it perhaps was been because I like skip dinner a couple times, which is not good. I should not do that. But I feel like I've been eating pretty well. I ate steak dinner last night. I had steak dinner the night before that. And I'm eating big breakfasts. So, I mean, I'm trying to get there. You know, I'm trying to get there. Hello, Nitro. Kitty Cat says, sorry to be late. 3-week migraine. Oh, dude, that sounds even worse. 3-week migraine? I can't even imagine. Hurricane activity in the southern hemisphere. The barometer, the barometric pressures kick my butt. I'm so sorry to hear that, Kitty Cat. I hope you feel better. John says, did the paint fumes cause any issues with the vert? I don't think so. What's up, Tony? Hope you're doing all right. Happy birthday to Martha. I'm gonna write your name down here. What the hell? Why do none of my pencils have any lead in them? What the hell? Glenn is sponsoring Martha. Happy birthday. I'm gonna go get some dinner after I'm done streaming. How much was that? 420. What a legend. Thank you so much. That's a win. Thank you so much. Migraines suck the big wazoo. So sorry. Yeah, I can't even imagine. I have a headache in my eyeballs, which isn't that bad. I took something for it earlier, so it should be going away here quickly. But man, a migraine? That's the worst. You have to get your sugar and pressure checked. My sugar. How do I get that checked? Glow says, of the first week you were sick, I was in the hospital. I'm doing better now, but others going on in my life right now, so I'm doing the best I can. That's why I need some fun. Of course. Of course. I hope that you, whatever you are going through, I hope that, you know, you get through it. I had no idea what Jack meant by dirty vert. Now I know. Tammy, you didn't know? The dirty verty got me. Yeah. It's unfortunate, but it is what it is. Cat soup for dinner. What is cat soup? Happy birthday. Happy delighted birthday. Happy belated birthday. Interesting. Not what I said, but it works. That is funny. Carolyn says, sorry to hear that. Glow. Hope things improve. Could you imagine? Could you imagine if, like, karma was real? And so like basically all the good that you put into the world, you get back. Imagine if that was real. So then when you have like health issues or like whatever, then you can bank in on that karma, right? You'd be like, holy shit, I got lung issues. Well, what about that time that I helped this person put their groceries in their vehicle? You know what I mean? That's got to count for something. Wouldn't that be amazing? Do you know how many like and then like, so like if you were positive all the time, then you got positive karma, but if you were negative, you got negative karma. So like shitty things would happen to you like on the reg. And then so like you would just get bad karma if you were like rude and racist and all that shit. It would really like, the segregation would be unreal. You would just know who to stay away from. Thanks, Frodo. Driving on the Martha birthday bandwagon thanks to Glenn. Hell yeah. Janice sponsoring Martha. 10 bones. Okay, so shit. Is Martha here? Oh, there you are. Hello, Martha. Hope you're doing all right. Tell your doctor to check your sugars levels test. I got my blood tested recently. Michael says spin. Andrew says I had a DEXA scan done today. What is that? DEXA scan? What is that? Nigel says I knew a karma. Renee says I have a hard time explaining to my kid that this is not how karma works. Have you seen the bumper sticker, my karma ran over your dogma? Ah, that's a win. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, come on, chameleon. Is that what that is? I haven't heard of that in freaking years. I think the karma credit system is real. You're trolling. Carolyn said, I had vertigo once, and it sure wasn't great, so I feel bad that you get it so often. I don't get it as much as I used to. Remember, I got it like fucking every... It seemed like I got it for a couple of years there. Especially probably like before COVID. No. After COVID? During COVID, I think. Man... I would get so sick because like all the time, but like, I mean, I think I kind of narrowed it down to my eating habits and whatnot. So, I mean, I've gotten way better. I'm glad that it only happens every now and then. Louis says, Martha, hope you have an awesome day and week and month. Happy birthday. What's up, Martha? I hope you're doing good. Glow says, hugs to Kitty Cat. Glenn says, I'm a firm believer in karma. All of the people I treated badly had it coming to them. That's funny. I don't think that it's real. Renee says, did you have to fast and not eat anything before the blood test? Yeah. Bone density scan? Oh shit. So like that means your bones are not as strong as they used to be? Osteoporosis? Shit. What causes all these diseases and shit? Is it the food that we eat? Why is there such a skyrocket in cancer? How long has your vert ever lasted? So this is probably the longest it's ever lasted now. Well, 2 weeks, I guess, technically. It was like... like 9 days or something like that. And now that I don't have it technically, like I'm not like bedridden, so I don't really like count it as having it right now. I call it aftervert. It's kind of like just like you're kind of feeling kind of shitty. It's like a vanilla version of vertigo, I would say. It's not very effective. Mike says, what is vertigo again? It's like a sensation of spinning. And it usually has something to do with crystals in your ear. It's like an inner ear problem. And since I'm deaf in my right ear, I'm sure that has something to do with it. Sarah says, hey, Jack, how are you feeling? I'm feeling good. I'm feeling better than before. I'll say that. Then they probably checked your sugar. Yeah. I got everything. So I bet you my vitamin B12 is low. Louis says, so I got diabetic because of not eating too well and because of my mom is diabetic. I don't know if vertigo and diabetes is related. But it's not like I eat every day. There were days where like I wouldn't eat at all. That I've stopped doing. Nigel says, in the future, they will just give us Terminator skeletons when we are old. I read somewhere that like sometime in our lifetime, we'll be able to start living 200 years. That's what I read somewhere. I don't know how true it is. I didn't really look into it. Yes, our food is crap. So, like, if we started just growing all of our own food, I bet you we would all be more healthier. Hey, Mike, it sucks, but I manage. Vestibular specialist, dude. The vestibular system lives in your inner ear and regulates balance. Six months? Holy shit. Are you kidding me? Okay. See, that just makes me just thankful for what I have. You know what I mean? Where it's like week, usually max. Sarah L says, I feel so betrayed. Thanks for telling me. What? Do you use hearing aids? I don't. No, I have some, but I don't use them. They suck. It's like overwhelming. I hear too much stuff. Maybe hearing aids could help. I can't really stand them. Sarah L said, I would think you would be hypoglycemia, Jack. You skipped eating a lot. Yeah, I did when I was younger. Cottontails are fed, skunks are fed, garden is watered, and Jack is on. Does it get any better than that? Hi, everyone. What's up, Joan? Cottontails. Is that a rabbit? You have skunks? I heard that skunks are very social. Jakota from Krakosia, Jakarta. That's exactly right. No. I eat every day. When I was younger, I would not. I would skip because I feel like it would be like a waste of time. And I wasn't hungry. I could go without it. It's supposed to be 3 foods. What do you mean? Mrs. Robertson says couldn't leave the house and had assistance getting to the bathroom. Holy hell. What caused it? Janice says, you know, my parents got me hooked on eating as a child and I haven't kicked the habit yet. Is that child abuse? Sarah says, Louis, in the future, he can just change his gauges to hearing aids. Oh my God. These will turn into hearing devices in the future. Renee says diabetes can potentially lead to vertigo, but not so much the other way around. Yeah, I've had vertigo since I was 18. Tony says the dirt is contaminated, the air is contaminated, our food is contaminated. Right. Right. But we do live longer. It's strange. We have all these kinds of diseases, but we do typically live longer now these days because of modern medicine. Andrew says, I'm liking the music tonight. I know. I wanted something nice, chill. Something that'll soothe my headache, which I don't seem to have anymore. It's hovering right here in my eyeball. But I don't even feel my headache anymore. That's nice. The Tylenol, the autistic Tylenol is kicking in. Okay, Irma, I don't know what your message says, so I'm just writing you down here. Irma Gerd, $10. Thank you so much. You're the best. That's a win, guys. Thank you so much. Renee says, must be weird to use the hearing aid when you're used to hearing this way your whole life. I lost my hearing when I was 18. That's ironically when the vertigo started. I felt like such shit. I remember the first time I ever got it. It was the worst. I couldn't believe it. And then one time I got vertigo while I was at work, and I had to work the rest of the day. And I worked on an assembly line. This is when I was in Chicago. So I was, how old was I when I lived there? I was just out of high school, I think. So I was like 19, 20, I think. And God, I hated that so badly. Imagine just standing there on a shitty assembly line already. Oh, just all day. The time just dragged on. It was one of the, now that I think about it, one of the worst times I ever had it. Oh, happy birthday to Martha. Oh, okay. Okay. Irma to Martha. Okay. All right, I got it. Wait, did you did it twice? I think she donated twice. I'm writing you down twice. I love classical music, which correlates to heavy metal. I love classical music. It's oh, there goes all my clothes. It's just so soothing and so peaceful. I love it. Eating is so important. I do agree. Neurological, not ears in my case. Ah, shit. That's brain. That's brain pain. Oh, as diabetic, you have to do 3 foods and 3 meals in the day. I only eat 2 meals. Durrell says, I grow my own vegetables. I wish I had the patience. Louis says, but yeah, Jack, if you have partial hearing, it can cause vertigo a lot. Yeah, yeah, you're right. My brother uses hearing aids. He is relatively young. Shit. Andrea says, whenever I get migraines, I feel it right behind my eyes and right down the back of my head. Fuck. Yeah, my headache is pretty much gone away now. The eyeball headaches is some of the worst shit. I can't imagine the migraines though. I'm just happy I get what I get. I'll take my shit. Some people have like bone cancer, and I'm here bitching about like a headache. Like, get real. Get real. You feeling okay, Jack? I'm all right. I've done it more than twice. What? It only shows you twice. I only see it twice. Okay, there we go. I lost my spot here. Losing your hearing and getting so sick, and you were out in the world on your own for the first time. Well, I was, I think when I was really out in the world was when I was 23. I think 23 is when I was living by myself, where like I didn't have family with me. Let me tell you, what a strange experience. First of all, guys, can I just say this? How strange it was, like, going into the world. Like, I had no idea what I wanted to do. Like, maybe not knowing what I wanted to do. Maybe just I didn't know how to do the thing that I wanted to do, which was probably the scariest part about like doing life. Is you kind of just have to figure it out, which is a weird experience, weird transition. Mrs. Robinson says, you don't have to stand there and watch the garden grow. No, I know this. But you need to be able to, like, weed the garden. Fuck. Dude, that shit sucks. Eternal says, Beethoven's the best. I like Mozart the best. No joke, getting diabetes is a piece of cake. Box great too. I love all the greats. I love them all. There's not a classical song that I don't like, that I've heard that I don't like. I have there's a radio station called CBC. And on my way to work, it plays classical music. And I don't know who's what, but I know what good music is, and it's all of it. Renee says, I rarely get migraines, but when I do, it's like looking through broken glass. First time it happened, I was driving and got so scared I would crash. So that's funny. That reminds me, I kind of had something similar. Not a migraine though. I got the dirty verti as I was driving. Whoa, that was scary. And it was like the kind that where it makes you feel like you're falling. That was sketchy. Like my body literally felt like I was getting flipped over. It's weird. Yeah, hey, sending good vibes out to the people that get migraines, man. Like my brother suffers with that as well. And they last for a few days at a time. I hate it. What is the cause of the migraines? There's got to be some like neurological reason, right? Was that when you lived in LA? I lived in LA when I was no. When I lived in LA, I lived with someone. But that was super fun. Oh, I miss living in LA. No, I don't. Super expensive. Super expensive. Eternal says, my migraines are sinus allergy related. How do you get rid of an allergy? Carolyn says migraines are really bad. Yeah, there's things you can take for the migraines. Right? Or does that do no good? Do you kind of just have to suffer silently? That's got to be the worst. Louis says, sounds like a really painful part of your life. Like navigating? It was scary. I wouldn't say it was painful. Or wait, what are we talking about? I know I forget so easily. Jan says, you could grow potatoes. I hear your brother has some tips on that. See, my brother has a wife. And I feel like if I had a wife, I would do it also. But I don't. And I'm a dude. So I want to do the least amount of things related to cooking as I can. You know what I mean? Like, there's someone else that's better at making these things than me, and I will pay you to do that for me. If I got a wife and my wife was like, hey, we should make a garden, then I would be like, okay, because then I would make the garden for her, right? And then we would have those things because of my wife, not because of me. Andrea says, Carl Jenkins and Ademus Palladio first movement is my favorite. Please listen to it. Mind blown. I can't listen to it on the stream, but I will put it in my thing right here. I probably feel like I've heard this. This almost looks familiar. Thank you for that. I'm going to check that out once I get off the once I get off here. What was migraines are really bad. Sounds like a real painful. You could grow potatoes. Was your mother the kind who kicked you out at 18, or did you kick yourself out? Oh. No, I had to get away. I had to get away from my mom. She was not someone I could handle being around anymore. So I left when I was 17. She didn't kick me out. She kicked me out previously, but I think I was 15 when I got kicked out, and then I think I got kicked out when I was 16. I got kicked out a total of 3 times. But when I left, it was on because of myself, because I chose to. Not because she kicked me out of the house. Is he Spanish night? And I don't mean the vertigo. I don't really want to. I kind of just want to chill. What's up, Matthew? Hope you're doing all right. I hope everyone is doing fine this Monday night. Thank you very much. Renee, you should message everyone when you don't feel good just to include everyone in your suffering. The facial hair looks good, Jack. You should keep it. You know what's hilarious? The lady, there's a diner close to where I live, and I go there quite frequently. And she told me, the owner told me I have to shave. She told me that I have to shave because it she doesn't like it. Which I thought was funny. Thank you. I'm glad. Yeah, I did. I got a haircut. I cut this hair and then let this hair grow. I'm doing good, my brother. Good. I'm glad. We're all seem to be going through some shit. So we're all just trying to band together and create a circle of love. That's something that reminds me of my middle school years. That's hilarious. Janet says no garden growing, but fine beard and mustache growing. Right. See, this takes little to no effort. Okay. You got to trim it up a little bit. Make sure that you get all these loose hairs so that it doesn't look like I'm homeless. Okay. The guitar says, Jack, it's not her face. True. It is not. And as you can see, I have not shaved it. Once it gets too long, I will shave it. There becomes a point in the life of my beard where it becomes like not good. It becomes like, because let me tell you this part of my beard grows this way. Okay, it grows this way while this part of my beard just grows down. So while this shit's, or no, sorry, this way, it grows this way. So it's annoying. So like, I don't know if you can tell, look, this part of my beard sticks out more than this part of my beard because this part is just going down and this part is going this way. Annoying. Eventually, this gets all like daddy long leg status and I ain't about it. I'll eventually cut it off. Glow says, I think you look good with a beard. Thank you. I'm surprised I can grow a beard. It's a rad beard. Keep it. Thank you. Thank you. Healing circle. Yeah, exactly. Thank you. I mean, it's... I thank you for liking it. Andrew says, chill is good. I think we all need it right now. Too much evil and unhappiness going on right now. Yeah. If there is a bright spot in the universe, we are on the planet that it is farthest from. Wait, you participated in a circle of love in grade school? Yeah. Yeah, like the girls would like, I got kissed by a bunch of them and stuff. Girls would like, the girls, there was probably about 4 or 5 of them that we would get kisses from. It was great. It was fantastic. Louis says my beard is non-existent. Same with my brother. Yeah, circle of love. That's what it was called. And then the girls would just yell out circle of love and then give you smooches. It was crazy. I was like in grade 6. I think I was in like grade 5 or 6. Yeah, it was wild. In the hallways, this would happen. Cindy says, hi, been busy in background framing photos for mom. So glad you're better. Missed all y'all. Thank you, Cindy. I hope you're doing good as well. Cindy Ep. Janice says, tonight on the Madnezz channel, when beards get wild. When beards can't be tamed. Next on Madnezz Mondayz, we talk about beards. Do they grow? Or, I don't know where I was going with that. Hi, been busy. Oh, sorry, I read that. Train your beard. I've combed the shit out of my beard many times. And I feel like I kind of just give up. Or maybe I'm ignorant to how it's done. And that's most likely what it is. Thank you, Joan, for Matt. Ten bones. When you get longer, just braid it. Dude, I've got twangy beard hair. I don't know how well it'll braid. Glenn says, Jack, don't worry. Eventually, them ears will cover the beard. I'm going to give you that. Dude, the ear jokes, I feel like will never get old. So keep them coming. Guitar says, I must admit you look good with a beard. Thank you. I look older. For sure. Everyone thinks that I'm older than my brother because of my facial hair. I look my age. Circle of life. Yo, Lion Kings, they're L. That's a win. Jana says, in 5th grade, in my life, the boys avoided girl cooties like mad. Yeah? Well, I didn't. That never happened at my Catholic school. Yeah, right. Dude, the Catholic schools are the horniest kids. You look like your other brother? Yeah, the beard makes me look like Will. You need beard oil? I've also used beard oil. Matthew, what does the beard oil do? How does the beard oil make my beard grow straight? Circle, circle, dot, dot. Now you've had your cootie shot. Holy shit. That brings me back to like grade 2. I was scared of cooties when I was in grade 2. But that was about it. I liked girls when I was in grade 2. Because like I would talk to them constantly when I was supposed to do my schoolwork. My teacher didn't sit me very well. My teacher, so I would talk to the homies, and then so like my teacher would put me surrounded by girls, and then so I would just talk to the girls. Facial hair is great on you, Jack. Hi everyone, hope you're doing well. Have a great night. I'm going to dye my hair back blue. Oh, you could wait. You don't. The green wasn't it? I told someone your beard makes you look thinner. She got so mad. Really? You're trolling. I look very Canadian. I don't know what that means. Guitar Missy says, I have a beard too. That's the menopause, right? Ha! Matthew says, Jack is starting to look like Will. I'll take it. There's nothing like a good ear joke. Goat Man would know. Oh my god. Sarah L says, seeing Jack's ears reminds me to change the bleach tabs in my toilets. Oh my god. Roasted. Oh my god. However, you don't look as Amish as Will does. That's so funny. My grandpa makes fun of Will for looking Amish. That's so funny. That's so funny. I thought it was just my gramps that thought, "Hey, Amish Will." That's what he would say. And then he would laugh. Matthew says the beard oil conditions the beard hair and makes it straight. You got to brush it in. Interesting. I did that. Beard oil lasts a fucking long time. Like I had a thing like this and it lasted me fucking forever. And I think I kind of just gave up on it because the beard looked shitty. It looked super shitty. My beard definitely looks better now. I'm looking at it now, and I'm honestly must say it's definitely better than when I was using beard oil. So perhaps the beard oil worked, and now I have to keep using it. Maybe. So this channel is the best supportive bunch of crazy people I know. 1 year ago, I had told you they laid me off. Life is better for me because of letting go of that job. Thanks for sharing and caring. I remember that. I'm glad you're doing better. That is a win. Jack is like the poster child for ADHD. I will not deny that. Matthew says, I look Canadian too. What does that mean? Call Hans and have him grow. What? Call Hans and have him. I think that you meant to say something else here. And have him tell you how to grow a good beard. Yeah, some people just have good beard genes. Chantel says green's not it. I'm taking care of this tonight. Hey, well, good luck. I feel like you look good either way. The green is not it. The blue. What is... Jack, do you smell like maple syrup? I can't remember the last time I've had maple syrup. Pancakes. I don't normally have pancakes, but that's probably the last time I had it. Canadian lumberjack. I'm not wearing the lumberjack outfit. Renee says that's why he always say Will is Amish silly. Josh put Graham saying it in a vlog. Oh, really? That's why you always say it? Amish Willie. Oh, that's so funny. I didn't realize that. Keep brushing and treating it and you will see a difference. Did you have that same issue or? Carolyn says, night. All have a great week. I will watch the rest of the show tomorrow. Love you all. Thank you so much, Carolyn, for the support. I love you. Thank you so much. Tony says, not a beard fan on anyone, but if you keep it the length it is now. This is how long it is. It's about an inch. I have an inch. Once it gets, like I can tuck it, right? I can tuck it. I don't know why I said that. Robertson says, what about beard / Tasha wax to keep it in place? I don't know what that is, but I will. Hey, look, I don't wear a beard enough for this to really have any effect on me. I like to keep a 5 o'clock. That's about it. I like to keep a 5 o'clock and then I'll grow that out until it's too long. And then I'll just keep it at a 5 o'clock. That's usually what I do. Renee says, wow, Cindy, it's been a whole year. So glad you're doing better on the other side of that. That's fantastic. We're here for the W's, okay? I thought the dirty vert came out of the end. No. I think dirty vert would just be the act of having the sickness. Mike says, I don't know what is going on, but I have a beard and we are talking about beards. Chandel says, good night all. Please take care and have fun. You're a lumberjack in disguise. Has anyone watched the new Superman? Sarah L says, I had a gross day at work today. An old lady came into the bank covered in blood and had no idea she was bleeding. She then proceeded to cover my office in blood and then kept grabbing me with her hands. That sounds like a fucking nightmare. Dude, that sounds like some fucking Resident Evil shit right there. Sarah L says, she's 96 and didn't know her hand was cut all the way down and bleeding everywhere. Oh, shit. Holy shit. I was going to ask where Matthew Fox was. He's in the Hen Hound. Hen house? I meant to say hen house. I had to clean it all and didn't have gloves. And she grabbed my arm and shirt. It was bad. That's fucking gross. Martha shit sliced her hand open and had zero clue that she was bleeding. Would that be a circulation thing? Like you don't realize, like, right? That's a circulation problem. I'm almost certain. What's up, Craig? Yeah, did you call 911? Renee says, whoa, Sarah, hope she got some help. You work at a strange bank. No kidding. Sarah, you have the most interesting life, I think, out of all of us. I was a dead goat for a little while. Are you okay, Matthew? I hope you're okay. So I watched something crazy the other day, Matthew. I don't really like watching like 9/11 stuff, but like this thumbnail just got me. It was like this guy that was on like the 94th floor scaled like 20 floors. Using using his arm and his leg strength to scale down the side of the building. And I just thought, man, what a will to live. And I really thought that was something crazy. That is, I mean, I hate that shit. Dude, I remember when that happened and it like changed everyone. I was probably maybe too young for it to really, I knew that something had changed and it was different, but it isn't until now, like now that I'm a full grown adult and shit, where it's like now it bothers me. God damn, people are amazing. He didn't make it, but god damn it, he scaled 20 stories to survive. That is crazy. I hope you're doing better, brother. Mike says, what's worse, blood or poop? Oh, fuck. Probably poop. I'm gonna go poop. The poop. Oh, God. Martha says, sorry that happened, Sarah. Maybe keep a couple of pairs of gloves in your desk. You gotta wear surgical gloves from now on. You would deal with blood over... yeah, exactly. Yeah. I've dealt with that too. Animal and human. We have an older clientele. Holy shit. Renee says, I just watched Superman last night. I liked it. What did you think? I didn't see it yet. I just wanted to know what you guys thought of it. What if the poop was bloody? God damn it, Eternal. I'm not surprised someone said that. This is not the first time I've had an elderly client covered in blood. I've also had my office chairs peed on, pooped on, and bled on. Bro, I've seen some wild ass videos of people shitting in like Home Depot. Like older people. I'm assuming they can't hold their bowels. That's what I'm assuming is what it is. And so like they don't want to shit their pants, so they like pull their pants down, do a quick shit, and then just walk away like they didn't just shit on the floor. That's crazy. Why not wear a plastic bag or a diaper? If you're going out and you know you're liable to shit, wear a diaper. That's what I would do. I wouldn't want my face on the internet of me shitting in a fucking Home Depot. Renee, I'm glad you liked it. I'm gonna watch it eventually. Once it gets on Tubi, I'll watch it. I helped her clean up and bandage her hand. I'm glad. Hey, Sarah, you're a real one. Sarah, you're a real one. I feel like you're the type of people that make it into heaven. I feel like that's the type of behavior that we need. What's up, Craig? Hope you're doing good. I know your name is Craig. Anyone ever watched the show Evil? I binge watched all 4 seasons being laid up. Nope. I don't watch TV anymore. Sarah apparently works at a blood bank. God damn it! Glenn, I'm curious. Have you always been like this? Glenn has got to be like one of the sharpest like jokers in the chat. Glenn is so good at Glenn and fucking Craig for some reason are really good at it. And I don't get it. I don't get how you're so good at it. Is your bank in a city? Some wild stuff going on there. Honestly, the city life, it ain't for everyone. Sometimes you get shit on. Sometimes you get shot. Sarah says she told me she recently found out she had dementia. She lives alone. Oh, God. What was she doing at the bank? I guess you can't really tell me that, eh? Daryl had the same one. Good one, good one. We are in a weird area. Either very poor or very wealthy. God. Matthew says he actually did pretty good scaling down until the wind took him. It was the wind? They said that he couldn't have actually have made it, given the amount of strain that it would have taken. Right? What happened, Matt? I hope things are under control. That is a shame. Hope she gets some help. I asked her to call her kids. They live out of state. You know what's strange to me? This, like, culture of, like, moving away from your family. Especially, like, that's like a Western culture thing, is moving away from your family. And obviously we're all guilty of it. It's more of like a go out on your own type of thing, but it's like, why? Why not? Like, let's say you have a big family, right? Why not live in a mansion that you all pay for and then just pool your guys' money together and then invest your money and then become wealthy. I know people do this. Why don't more people do this? I mean, I don't do it either, but Mike says Sarah deals with more blood and I deal with more poop. Dude. Tony says, I sympathize with your beard growth. All the hair on my head grows that way. I have multiple cowlicks. I cut it the same length all over my head. Right side grows forward, left side grows back. Tony, what the hell, dude? I have a cowlick right here. It's right here. Somewhere right here. And I've been self-conscious of that, like, big, almost, like, my entire, like, childhood, basically. I hated it. Now not so much because of the way that I wear my hair. It doesn't affect me anymore, but man, I hated it. I will do a live shortly to say hello to everyone. Good. Blood bank. At Mike's work, they paint poop murals in the bathroom. Oh! That's another thing. That's got to be mental illness, right? We all know some people also poop in Home Depot buckets too, Jack. That's more funny. Craig says, life without my gallbladder means I'm very aware of where the nearest toilet is. You don't have a gallbladder? I don't know what that means. Why don't you have one of those? Janice says, I think some old people don't always realize how many cameras are out there. They're everywhere. Dude. Sarah says, I hope so, Jack. Kitty Cat says, Sarah L., never do that again. You should take the morning off and be tested for hepatitis. Also, twin RX should be covered so you aren't at risk. What you tolerate sets the tone of what other employee. Yeah, you're right. Yeah, Matthew says, I've dealt with so much blood, poop, and vomit to last a lifetime. No kidding. Renee says, wow, I know people will give less Fs when they get older, but I think I'll skip the part where I poop in the middle of the store. Right? Kitty Cat says, are expected to tolerate. Blood is no joke, hon. No kidding. Mike says, how crazy do you have to be to play with your own poop? Like I said earlier, I think that's a mental illness thing. So I kind of can't. I feel like anything that's like mental health related, I have empathy for. Right? Like if you are not all right and you're suffering from something like what is that called? Where you suffer in silence, basically. That I have empathy for. If you're just a pissed off customer and you feel like throwing shit at the person that's taking your order, that I do not agree with. Mental health, though, that's a big thing. I burned my skin after. Sharp mind, sharp tongue, smart ass. She was asking about her cable bill, not bank related. People come see me for a lot. Cable bill. People still have cable bills. Glenn is our Robin Williams. I like that. Renee says, keep trying to scroll up, but I can't find where Jack is in the chat anymore. I'm at 7:59, so I'm a couple minutes behind. Now I'm at 8 o'clock here. There are a lot of older people with dementia and have no one to help them, which is sad. I'm going to be one of those people. I'm going to be one of those people that doesn't have anyone. I'm almost certain. I'm going to be yelling at the grocery store sign that says enter. Not knowing how to leave. Sir, you're not even in the store. Glenn says, I did stand up at the retirement home. So easy. They laughed at the same jokes every week. Shit. I've decided to not wait until I'm old next time I visit Home Depot. Suffering in silence equals life. Facts. There's a lot of silent suffering. I wish there wasn't such a huge stigma around suffering. Sarah, maybe get in touch with HR in the morning. You shouldn't have to have clean that up with no gloves or anything. 100%. Craig says, little gravelly gallstones blocked my pancreas from working. Had gallbladder out at the same time as stomach surgery. God damn it, dude. People taking, like, playing real life Operation with you? What the hell? Sarah says, I do a lot of extras for people. I can't help it. A lot of people at my bank have no one to help them. You're a special person, Sarah. What's up, Louie? Eternal says, I'm going to bite people when I'm old. See, that's the energy that I'm here for. Craig says, no gallbladder means constant flow of cholesterol into your intestines, making them very slippery and efficient. Slippery intestines. Well, shit. I think I have mine. Mike says, I saw a video that said people shouldn't get their gallbladders out. Makes things worse. Yeah, I'm pretty sure we need most of the things that we have. Sarah says, Renee, I am sure we had some somewhere, but I already had the blood on me, so I just hurried and cleaned up. I tried to layer up the disinfectant wipes. No kidding. Quadruple, triple, like double. I went backwards there. Double, triple, quadruple that shit. Next time, call 911 on the bank. What? Call 911 on the bank? 911, what's your emergency? Yeah, there's a lady that's bleeding. Isn't the hospital super expensive there? I hope you get a new gallbladder. I know that you can get one on the black market. How much does a new gallbladder cost? It is not possible to get a new gallbladder, as the procedure is to remove it, not replace it. The cost is for a cholecystectomy. Did I say that right? The surgical procedure to remove a diseased gallbladder. The price of gallbladder removal surgery in the U.S. varies widely depending on the type of procedure, where you have it, and your insurance status. Estimates for the total cost typically range from $3,000 to over $20,000. Holy fuck. Okay, so you can't get a new one, apparently. That's crazy. Damn, it's expensive to die in America. Well, shit. Well said. Did you really say oh shit right after talking about intestines? Renee says, I know yours, smart lady Sarah, but we worry. I know you're a smart lady Sarah, but we worry is what she meant to say. Sarah says, we've called before for similar stuff, and all I do is the same we did. Clean it up. Holy hell! Richard and Sherry, how are you guys doing? Sarah, tell everyone about the person who blows up the wrong bathroom at the bank. There's a guy that goes into the girls' bathroom to shit in it. Add Win Jack's gallbladder to the wheel. Oh, that's so funny. I love that. I should make... I should low-key make a gallbladder to give away. Eternal says, my January surgery cost 50 grand. That's fucking crazy. You have an employee that shits in the bathroom? I think that sounds about right. Janet says, gotta be rich to be sick in the U.S., sadly. Yeah. You said it all correctly except for gallbladder. I don't know how to say it. Joan says, when I was younger, I used to be able to sell my body. Now I have to sell parts, but I'm keeping my gallbladder. What the fuck did you say to me? That's a win. Craig says, we paid 8,800 bones for stomach and gallbladder removal. Got less than half back from insurance and Medicare. Fuck! So, like, what the hell? What if you didn't have 8,800 bones? Then what? You keep the gallbladder? And then what? And then what? Tammy Bobami says, I saw a homeless man sitting on the sidewalk, licking his finger and sticking it on ants, then eating them. Guys, I saw something that was incredibly sad. There was a homeless gentleman that had a big ass sign that said anything helps or something like that, or spare change or something like that. And brother, he had a neck thing. I swear to God, I didn't know what it was at first. His neck looked like this. Oh, dude, I couldn't look. Dude, what is that? What is this? What is this called? Is that a cyst? It looked horrible. It looked like a second head was growing out of his fucking neck. Sarah says they don't clean it up. They just hand them something to wipe up and then give them a Band-Aid. They don't actually help them? What's up, Richard and Sherry? Hope you're doing good. Yeah, it's expensive to live too. Yeah, you're right. Andrea says, I work at the post office and we always look out for the elderly customers that we know are getting scammed. They will come in and try to purchase $500 gift cards. Oh my God. I'm so glad. Another gem. Andrea, you're a gem. I appreciate people like you. Craig says, rather gallstones than kidney stones. I have not had the pleasure of experiencing either. What a shizzy conversation. Finley just had kidney stones August 30th. Yuck. Glenn says, we don't have health care. We only have sick care. Okay. I got a video alert for Josh bleeding in a video. Anatomical heart art. I'm going to make gallbladder. Who will sell more? How many hearts has he sold? I'm curious what Bill's 9 weeks in hospital will cost. I don't think it'll cost him anything. It's been 9 weeks? I know he's back in the hospital right now. Sending him the vibes. Bill, hope you're doing better. Hello, Emily. Hope you're doing good. You can buy gallstones online. People collect them. What the fuck? Would anyone here ever just hang out in an ER on a weekend night just to see what crazy things come in there? No. No. Hospitals are not it. Could be a goiter. What's a goiter? Goiter. The fuck is goiter? Goiter. Oh, fuck me, dude. That's what it looked like. Oh, jeez. Hold on. This fucking thing right here. This thing right here. Dude, this guy had this bald head growing out of his fucking neck, dude. Is that, like, how do you get rid of this? Thyroid goiter. This is a trip. Thyroid goiter is an enlargement of the thyroid gland, a small butterfly-shaped organ located at the base of your neck. While thyroid goiters can be painless and unnoticed, they may sometimes indicate an underlying hormonal imbalance or disorder. If you were recently diagnosed with a thyroid goiter, you may be wondering what caused it and how you can stop it from growing any larger. In this article, I'll explain the difference. Blah, blah, blah. Iodine? Thyroid cancer? Wow. Yeah, I felt horrible. I had 3 episodes before I had my gallbladder removed. Tammy says, I came out of a grocery store and a young man was sitting there. I asked him if I could get him some food from the store. He only wanted money. If I was homeless, I would take the food. I've been homeless. Nah, I've been kicked out of my house. So I guess technically that's homeless. I would take all the food. Mike says, that sounds like the guy needs to see the pimple popper. Dude, that doctor is hot. I'm not going to lie. Dr. Pimple Popper. Dr. Pimple Popper. Holy hell, she's fucking... Dude, she's hot. Yeah, she should come and see what he's, you know... Renee says, don't know how many hearts are sold, but I already called number 138. Louis says, too much money, 9 weeks in hospital. Yeah, I hope he's doing all right. Mrs. Robinson says, no, he's home now, but he had hip surgery and tried to die while getting his cancer treatment. He tried to die? Glow says, I used to work in the ER. I know what crazy... What the fuck? Why would anyone choose to work in the ER? That's what I want to know. Hope he's doing way better. Maybe I saw an old picture, but he posted that he was back in. I could be wrong. Renee says, I was at an inner city ER in the middle of the night on Christmas. It was pretty wild. Who the fuck ruins Christmas by going to the ER? Can you use a corset to fix a goiter? Holy shit. Or he had a cyst or lipoma. I think it was goiter. It looked exactly like that. It looked like Mr. Clean's head. I had carpal tunnel surgery. Holy shit, that's in the hands. I hope you're doing okay. Iodine. Iodine. Get well soon. The location makes it tricky to operate. The neck? Mrs. Robertson says, I was told by the billing department I may not see a bill for 6 months because they fight for every penny they can get from insurance. Huh. Sarah L says, I know someone who got the nerve block and watched theirs. There's no way. There's no way. Dr. Pimple Popper messed up her face? What do you mean? I don't want to work tomorrow. I've been working overtime. Yeah, the bank sounds crazy. Do you get to sit down? Craig says, to sum up, I don't want Jack's gallbladder. I'm good. I don't want another one. No GoFundMe required. Emily says, someone walked up to me and asked me to call 911. I think he was high on something, but he was gone by the time I got out of my appointment. 911 must have got him. Renee says, sending love for Bill. And just in case you did not know, unpaid medical bills do not show up on your credit report, and they can't charge you any interest while you pay it off. Hey, well, that's great. Only 4 of us tomorrow? Shit. Emily says, so far I've had all my hospitalizations covered by charity care. Fuck yeah. Jan says, I only wonder how you'd write up that GoFundMe pitch. What? Bill doesn't have social media. Maybe you are confused. Are we talking about Bill G? Bill Geckel, right? $40,000? Holy shit. Sarah L says, I used to have my own office. Now I have to share it with someone. At least her and I get along. Really? I'm going to look up the plastic surgery. Plastic surgery. What? I think she still looks good. Holy hell, look at that nose. Oh, shit. Yeah, she definitely looks her age here. Holy freaking... What the fuck is this? Whoa, dude. What the fuck? What is going on? How do you go about your day with that on your face? Jack, Amy's husband's name is Bill. Oh, shit. There's another Bill that was in the hospital. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. No, I don't know who you're talking about, Jack. Oh, I'm so sorry. So sorry, dude. I'm so sorry. I hope that he feels better. I thought we were talking about someone else. I'm so sorry. They could only remove some of her growth due to too much bleeding. Can't you just get rid of like one at a time? Thanks, Glenn. That guy hid in his house for years. He was so sweet. Aw. See, I feel so bad. Holy hell. Damn. Isn't she like super old too? Prayers for Bill G too. Okay, yes. We gotta send some vibes to Bill G as well. For Craig from Finley for his creative writing project. Okay. Finley. Thank you so much. Imagine have that on your face. All I can think is that's nuts. I wrote upside down. What? Woo! I'm just happy I'm dealing with my own stuff, and I am not struggling like these people. Wow. Damn. Okay, dude, what the hell? I'm not seeing the plastic surgery, but god damn. Can we agree that she looks freaking fire here? Woo! Holy shit. Are you kidding me with this ad? Get out of here. Get out of here with that. Damn. Sydney says, I can't look at that, Jack. It's making me sick to my stomach. What? The people? I don't need to spin up. Try this. Try this, Dr. Pimple Popper new season before the pop. %. It could always be worse. It could always be worse, dude. %. She's very pretty. That's my wife. That's the wife. She has nice forehead ratio. Ugh. Yeah, who are we gonna say is are these people the same age? Holy hell. Huh. No way. Why did that stop? Oh, is there nothing after this? What? Sorry guys, I'm checking out this music here. I don't know, why did the music stop? That was weird. It's weird. Weird. Anyways. She looks like Lucy Liu. Another pretty Asian. Iodine is added to table salt, but most of us are using pink salt or sea salt. No iodine is added. I take tri-iodine tablets daily. Interesting. What happened to Shania? Oh, Shania Twain is... Don't even get me started. I will always love Shania Twain. She's so fine. Oh my God. Yeah. Please don't stop the music. Music. Holy hell. Look at this lady. That don't impress me much. Ooh, ooh, ooh. So you got the touch, but have you? I fucked that up. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, I think you're alright. Holy hell. Is this her husband? Get the fuck out of here. Weird Al from Temu. Fuck off. See, here's the thing. Whenever I see women of this caliber with dudes that look like fucking this guy, that's how I know that you know, I'm coming for the next Shania. I'm coming for the next Shania because this is unacceptable. Jack likes a good forehead. I like a good ratioed forehead. I don't know why. I appreciate a good forehead. I don't know why. I think Shania Twain has a nice forehead ratio too. Oh, that's pretty decent forehead, right? Not too big, not too small. What the hell? Looks like we made it. Look how far we come, my baby. We might have took the long way. Ba 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 da da ba 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 da ba ba. Fuck, I love Shania Twain. She's the best. I started watching your nephew's movie on Tubi. What? Sludgy Pancreas. That's a great band name. Sarah L says, now we know what Jack does when he is off the live. What do you mean? Did Rihanna sing Please Don't Stop the Music? She might have covered a song called that. Tammy says, Shania went to my school, but not at the same time. It's a shame. That is a shame. Sandra Lee Bullock? Sandra Lee, who the fuck is that? This is Sandra Lee. What? No, she's not as hot. I don't think she's... Sandra Lee is not as hot, not in my opinion. Madonna saying, please don't stop the music. Oh, really? Please don't stop the music, music, music. I like the Rihanna one. The Chef? Yeah, she's not hot. Shania at 60 and Dr. Pimple Popper is 54. This gives me hope. Yeah, they're hot. Renee, thanks. He's got $1 for every view. Do you like it? Huh. Those faces not as scary as you're singing. Thank you. Glenn, thank you for supporting the show. I appreciate it. Oh, that's so funny. Is this who we're talking about? Hold on. Let me Sandra Lee Chef. Yeah, it is her. I haven't seen very much and actually need to start over because mom stuff. It may take a year, but I will watch it. Sarah L says she's a terrible alcoholic. Watch her semi-homemade videos for a good laugh when she makes drinks and says just a shot of vodka and pours half a bottle. That's her? That's the meme? That's her? That's hilarious. And just a shot of vodka. Dude, that's a meme. That's hilarious. Maybe she's not ugly, guys. Don't get me wrong. I don't think she's ugly. She's giving off some Farrah vibes here. But she kind of... I think her chin bothers me. There's something about her chin. She low-key reminds me of... Dude, holy shit. You know who she reminds me of right here? The hell's her name? What's her name? Cart. The fuck's her name? Oh, wait, that's a guy. Jenny. Is it Jenny? The fuck's her name? This broad. She low-key reminds me of this broad. For some reason. Hold on. What the hell was her name? Who did we just look up? Shit. Sandra Lee. Okay, hold on. Okay. The resemblance is very low, I know. Hold on. Guys, this chick... What? I remember that show, Sarah, from the 90s with all the tables. We need a Rocco Sacco episode. Oh, I missed Rocco. Shit, I totally forgot. Thank you, Daryl. 420. Dude, this... Don't know who she is, but she looks like she's ready to go to The Bachelor. Dude, this broad looks like this broad. Right? Low key. Hold on. She's hotter, though. Look, they're the same fucking person. Huh? That's the same person. Sandra Lee looks like Jenny McCartney. Or the other way around. I don't fucking know. God damn. Back problems? That's creepy. Craig says, if we all sought perfection in our partners like Jack does, no one would get together and the human race would be doomed. What? What? When did I... What are you talking about, dude? What are you talking about? Kitty Cat says, Jenny, the Playboy model, anti-vaxxer. She's anti-vaxxer. What is the opposite of low-key? High-key. One has a more square chin. I agree. Sought perfection. That's funny. Have you seen my ears? The mouse went from circling her face to slide down to her chest. Oh, here. Oops. Oh, shit. I'm just saying they look alike. And I said I like foreheads. What does that have to do with being perfect? And I said that she had a big chin. Objectively, she has a large chin. What is wrong with that? And this person has a large throat. Fulfilled my childhood dream and married Donnie Wahlberg. Is that Mark's brother? Britney Spears? Those are fake too. Oh. Guitar Mix says, Jack, did you put down 2 spins for Martha? I bought a sticker and a super chat at 10 each. Just make sure she gets her 2 spins. I never saw a sticker. Guitar Missy. I never saw a sticker. The super chats are what go towards the spins, by the way. Because that's the only, I can only keep track of the things that, of the super chats. So I don't actually know. Martha T. I don't have any Oh yes. Wait, what? No. No, I do not. I don't have any. I didn't see your next time just do super chats. I haven't seen it, Guitar Missy. I'm gonna look at your page here. Channel activity. Let's go here. I'm not seeing anything. Strange. Yeah, Guitar Missy, don't try not to buy stickers, I think. Because I can't keep track of any of that. No, I don't think you lied to me. I just don't count those typically. I don't typically count that. You know what I mean? Because I can't keep track of that. I know you wouldn't lie to me, but I wrote down Irma, and I wrote down Irma Martha. So I wrote down 2. I think that must be it. Were they both for Martha? Then if that was a super chat, then I've written it down. I have written it down right here. Irma $10 and then Irma $10. This one says Martha under it. So I'm assuming that's what it is. Right? I hope so. If it shows up on my screen, I write it down. But if it's like, I know there's like things where you can buy like things like where you can get your name green. Like I don't really count that as anything. But I think I have that down right here, which were super chats, so I got them. Pamela Anderson had ribs removed so she could have a smaller waist, not buying her natural take. That woman created a dangerous beauty standard. She can rot. I have a lot of feelings tonight. Well, she doesn't really wear makeup much anymore. I don't think. She was naturally really, really pretty, so I don't know why. It was a pear-shaped man with sweatbands on. And Linux. I've been telling you this laptop is fried and it overlapped. It's cool, but I never knew that about stickers. If it doesn't show up on the chat, then I don't count it. Or not even that I don't count it. I have no way of keeping track of certain things. So it's like, how the fuck? How the hell? He's on the floor. Annie Lennox? Really? Really? Not your traditional beauty standards, that's for sure. Annie Lennox? I spelled her name fucking incredibly wrong. I don't think that she's an ugly person. Definitely not the type I would go for. She looks good here. This is a great picture. This is a really good picture right here. I'm into... If he did Craig, he would be in a diabetic coma. Interesting. You know who has short hair that is freaking this chick is freaking pretty. I think she can rock the short hair. Oops. There she go. Yeah. Yeah, this is fantastic. She looks really good here. This freaking lady knows how to rock the short hair. She's a killer vocalist. Where would I know her? Annie Lennox? What do I know her from? Check out Corrine Wall, one of my husband's celebrity crushes from the 80s. Okay, I'll check her out. Holy hell. Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. What the fuck? Dude, she is gorgeous. Holy hell. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know what it is. She's super pretty. She has a killer singing voice. Yeah, I agree. Alicia? Who's that? Pink is very adorbs. I agree. Alicia is a cutie. Don't know who that is. Sweet Dreams, the Eurythmics. Sweet Dreams? Sweet dreams are made of this. That one? Yeah, okay. Okay, so I do know her. Yeah, this woman, wow. You know who else is like, holy shit. See, this hair has got to come back. Yeah, she's fucking hot. She has a very pretty face. I really must say. Was she on that show Heart to Heart? So different from today, all that glitter. Yeah, I don't know. I've never... This is like Madnezz Tinder. You know who is also very freaking pretty? What the hell is her name? The fuck? The hell's her name? Oh yeah. this woman. Jesus. This lady is like a 10 out of 10. Woo! Woo! Good Lord. There's something about like, holy hell. Yeah. Yeah. Is that her husband? Get the fuck out of here. Oh. Oof. That's her husband. This is sorry, my screen keeps turning off. This lady is hot as hell. I don't know how long my screen was not playing, but this is someone who is freaking hot. That's what I was saying. Tura Santana will always be an ageless goddess. Tura Santana. All right, I'm gonna look her up. Martha T. Oh, that's her name. Thanks. I've been trying to think of it. What? Yeah, sorry. I don't know why it keeps fucking doing that. Okay, I'm gonna look up this person. What? So we gotta go. Is this her? Damn. She looks great here. Holy hell. Another Asian. Salma is so pretty. She's so pretty. Salma Hayek is probably like, I don't know, 10 out of 10 for me. Superly gorgeous. Yeah, for no reason, really. She's got the best Latin accent in Hollywood. Creeping on celebs. Well, you got a celeb that you think is pretty, Sarah? Oh, Catherine Zeta-Jones as well. We had Jack look this one up before. Same reaction. We looked this one up before. She is not my favorite. Her eyebrows are crazy. I like this picture, though. Penelope Cruz. Not my favorite. I think that, yeah, I think her, she's not ugly. Definitely not ugly. I think her angles are too sharp. She's got a lot of sharp angles that I'm not, doesn't do it for me. Not in the same way anyways. Salma Hayek has a more rounder face. Maureen O'Hara. All right, let's look at Maureen. Oh, Glenn's has one. Okay, I will. I'm going to look up Maureen O'Hara. Penelope Cruz is pretty, but not as pretty as Salma Hayek. Oh, this lady. Yeah, isn't this Gone with the Wind lady? Yeah, she's really pretty here. This is like white pretty. Like prettiness of the white people. This is very, very like angelic features. She looks like a fucking angel. You know what I mean? That's what that looks like. She looks like she could be like made out of marble or some shit. You know what I'm saying? Okay, so let's look at Barbara Eden. Okay, Barbara Eden. First of all, I'm not a huge fan of the name Barb. Yes. Yes. Here. I like this picture. I don't know who this is. This doesn't even look like the same person. Yeah. This is like, yeah. Yeah. The blonde hair gets me. The blonde hair. There's something about the blonde hair. This is like super girly kind of look. I go for that. She actually looks pretty good old too. She still looks pretty fine. Yeah, that's a good one. That's a good one. Barbara Eden. Susanna Hoffs. Okay. Susanna Hoffs. Definitely not my favorite. She looks really good here, though. She looks great here. Probably not somebody that I would... she looks great here. Definitely not my go-to. She's not ugly, though. She's not ugly. I have not watched Barbarella. I have not. If you send it to me, I will. Glenn says something about being sealed in a bottle probably helped. What? Andrea, that's hilarious. The charismatic voice, Elizabeth Zarhoff. I feel like... Is this the YouTube lady? Oh, God. No, I can't. Guys, this is what my... This reminds me of someone... Oh, God. Okay. I don't find her attractive because she reminds me of my ex. And not even my ex. Someone that I dated when I was in middle school. I wouldn't even say that I dated her, really. But she reminds me of her way too much. And I've seen this person's videos, and I stopped watching them. I can't watch them because it reminds me of her. And I'm just like, oh, just not feeling it. All right. Jacqueline Smith. I like the name Jacqueline, so this might be good. She's not ugly. She's pretty to some people. This person right here, just not to me, though. I like her hair, though. Her face, though, I don't... Ugh. Can't do it. Oh, shit. Not really. She reminds me of Uma Thurman. And I don't find Uma Thurman to be that attractive. Stephanie Powers. She looks great older, though. She looks great as an older lady. That's for sure. She looks great younger. She looks good here. I like her smile. Yeah, I can't say she looks as good as an old lady as she does as younger. She definitely looks great younger. Yeah, here? Yeah, for sure. Yeah, she definitely looked good younger. I don't think... I'm not as attracted to her as an old lady. Lonnie Anderson? Oh, sorry. Oh, with the one on the right? Right, yeah, I didn't think that they were the same. Yeah, I knew that. I think Lucille Ball was beautiful, too. She was a model before she did comedy. Lucille Ball? Why does that sound familiar? Lucille. Oh, shit. This is Everyone Likes Lucy. Not my cup of tea, exactly. Not my cup of tea. I'm not a huge fan of gingers, but she does look good like this. She looks great here. She definitely looks great here. She looks great here, too. Yes, Lonnie Anderson. Such good memories you all have. Kitty Cat, no, that was Lonnie Anderson, not Barbara Eden. Walk like an Egyptian. Breaking celebrity hearts right and left. Raquel Welsh. All right. So far, the hottest you guys have said was that, like the first and second, I think, were the hottest. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'm biting. Yes. Yeah, okay. She looks great as an old lady, too. Holy shit. Holy fuck. Yeah. I'm on board. Raquel Welsh. She looks great. I wish there was still video rental places so we could send Jack in to ask if they have Barbarella. Yeah, I don't know. Redheads are pretty. There are some pretty redheads. Bob Bobella. Martha, her younger pictures were amazing. She looked pretty good older too. You had a chance with her lookalike and failed. Damn, grade 2. You must have developed the Riz yet. No, grade 5. Oh, man, I did not like her. The only reason why I dated her was because all my friends had girlfriends except for me. She was the only one that was left that was in our friend circle. I did not like it. Modeling pics? Christina Hendricks? I'll look up Christina Hendricks. Yeah, not doing it for me. I mean, hey, I know you tried to get me with the big chest, which you almost did. Okay? I'm not going to lie. Yes to this. Let me see. Let me find a picture where I like her face. Yeah, she looks good here. She looks great with the pinned up hair. Yeah, not doing it for me. The chesticles though, very nice. Very, very nice. The human nose and ears never stop growing. Older age is a tricky time. Beauty standards change for sure. I think that there are definitely hot old ladies, so I don't care about the size of your ears. Mary Tyler Moore, whine too much? Wow, all the Botox, so common now, it doesn't even make the headlines. The headlines! Oh my god! Doesn't make the headlines? Oh my god. They're running. Gina Lola Brigida? I think someone told me to look this person up already. I'm almost certain. Yeah, no, she looks great here. Definitely nice here. She's pretty. She gives me that other person vibes. Yeah, she totally looks like what the fuck's her name? You know who I'm talking about. Melania. I think Melania is attractive. Yeah, she's pretty. She has a great smile. She has nice eyes. She has a nice face. She's overall really pretty, I think. Oh, God. Yeah, she's pretty. Maybe he can throw one of those discuses in his ear to slow them down. Kitty Cat says, I need to know where this woman buys her bras. Yeah. Jack, show us a picture of someone with face ear mods that you find hot. Ooh. I will show you. So Glenn says, Jack, show us a picture of someone with face ear mods that you find hot. Easy. And it's funny because she has orange hair. What the hell's her name? I forgot what they're fucking. There she is. Oh God, she's so fucking pretty. Okay. This is someone that I find very pretty that has mods. I guess she's probably just tattooed, I guess. I don't even know if her name is Megan Massacre, and she's pretty as shit. Look at her pretty ass face. Let me see if her ears are stretched. Oh, I guess she doesn't have stretched ears. I was wrong. Hell yeah. This is what I'm talking about. Let's all send Jack Younger pics of ourselves and see what he says. Yes. Come on, Jack. Beauty on the inside counts for more. I agree, dude. We're not talking about inside beauty. We're talking about outside beauty right now. Nothing wrong with having preferences, right? Do you find this person attractive? Probably not, but I do. Beauty is subjective, and I'm allowed to have an opinion. Ivanka, the Lizard Queen. We have hot old ladies in chat, but less of the old. They're maturing gracefully or disgracefully, as the case may be. Exactly, I agree. Nothing like a split tongue girl. I don't know if she has her tongue split, but I wouldn't be surprised. Tongue splitting doesn't bother me. She's pretty. Interesting. I haven't looked at this chicken forever. That's funny. All right, guys, that's probably it. Cindy says, hell no. Jack dreamed she had mods. Well, I mean, tattoos are body mods. Right? I was stirring you. Caught hook, line, and sinker. It was stirring me. I just didn't know if you understood the context here. Kitty Cat, I always thought the young Jan Smithers from who... What? Jan Smithers? I'm going to look up Jan Smithers and then we're going to call it a night. I think my tune's turned off again. How about fuck you? Okay, who am I looking up? Oh, shit. Wow, she aged pretty good. Wow, she's pretty here. Wow, the freckles. Yeah, she's pretty here. She's not ugly. Damn. Who's this? Lonnie Anderson? Yeah, I'm all about Lonnie. Lonnie's hot. What the fuck is this? Holy hell. Yeah, I'll take the one on the left. Holy shit. Guys. Thank you so much for chilling. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me. Thank you. I'll see you guys next week. Hopefully I'll feel a little better. I won't be so dreary. I do appreciate you for stopping by. And until next time, boys. And of course, you ladies. Member for 51 months? Holy shit. Guys, thank you so much, guys. I appreciate you. If you want to like, leave a comment. That would be much appreciated.